Hello, I'm Jane.
Hi, I'm Graham, and together we are the Woolly Cod Wanderers. Hello everybody. Well, if you remember in the last video I was saying that the last major job to do now is the flooring. So this video is about our flooring, and our mindset on it was based on in your house, in the kitchen, what you would look at putting on your floor. So it's vinyl, laminate, ceramic tiles, antico. Well, vinyl, it can indent, it can tear, so we blew that one out. Laminate, get a bit of water on it, the edges blow, corners come up. Not suitable really, or in our opinion, not suitable for our needs in the van. So we decided to go with a product called LVT, which stands for Luxury Vinyl Tiles. And this is it here, when it gets hold of it. So it's just a solid laminate. It's what, about 4 or 5 mil thickness. And don't quote me on it, but I'm sure 3D, it's not 3D photographing, is it?
3D printing?
3D printing.
Oh, I don't know, it could be photographing. I don't know. Tom.
All right, well, there's something to do with 3D involved in it, so there we go. But as I say, with this stuff, it just, when you get the right ones, it just clicks together like that on your flooring. And you can get it in two forms. You can get it in this, which is just a click, or you can get it, which I'm not sure if it clicks, but it also glues. This isn't meant to be glued, it's just meant to be loose laid. So that's the product that we've gone with. It's waterproof, and you can just treat it like an old doormat. The reason we know about this product is because we decided to put this in our kitchen, and Jane swears by it. You mean she can bring the fridge out, stuff like that, drag anything across it.
Drop tins on the floor.
Drop tins on the floor. Right,
doesn't mark.
It doesn't.
No, and it's been down 2 years and it looks like new.
There you go. So if Jane's happy with it, it was good enough for the van. So anyway, that's what we've decided to go with. So we'll show you what it looks like as we put it down. Right, we've just put the underlay down for the LVT flooring to go on. It's a funny old substance, this. It's got a, let me show you a piece here that's loose here. It's got a, like a plastic coating on it, and when you peel that off like that, and then it sticks down onto the floor. But if you get it wrong, it does this. Sticks together and you can't use it. So I've peeled all this plastic and stuff off it, and we've coated all the floor. So there's the flooring underlay down, and look at it from this way. So the next thing to do is the LVT flooring. Right, this section here, I've lifted up here, is the slide out part of the bed, and because it's going onto that flooring, don't want it over a period of time to scratch the surface. So here, what we're going to look at doing is putting felt pads all the way along the bottom edge of there, which will make it easier to open and shut, but also won't damage the floor. So what I've got is these felt pads here, and I've measured there, it's 18mm. So I'm going to cut them into 18mm sections, so we can then look at putting them all the way along this edge here. Right, we've put that felt strip now all the way along the base of the pull out, so that'll stop it scratching the surface, and hopefully will make pulling the bed out easier as well. Right, this is the product we're putting on the floor. It's what they call LVT. The only problem that with this type of thing, it might just be me, because you can actually cut it with a Stanley knife, but your blade can slip. I prefer to use a jigsaw. But when you're trying to mark this with it being dark, it's just a tip. It might not be the right way to do it, but it's the way I'm doing it. What I've done is put a bit of tape along there, so I've now then can draw my pencil line on it, so you can actually see where to cut. Because with it being such a dark finished flooring, it's very hard to see the line. But by doing this, it allows you to see where you're cutting anyway. Don't know if it's the right procedure. As you see, you can use Stanley blade, but when you're pressing and going backwards and forwards a few times, I think I slip, so I'm using a jigsaw with a fine blade to get the cuts I need. Right, we've got the flooring down. As you see, we started over at this corner here, put our first piece down, and then we've just followed it all the way along through into the bathroom area. Then the piece that cut off has then started the next line. You can see the line there, and again you just followed it through, and the piece that cut off at the end started the next one. So that's the flooring there. When it comes to the step though, it was slightly higher, so we've put a bit of beading round the edging, because then it drops down slightly to this lower level, and we just put a piece along there like that. So that's the flooring in place. See, as I say, at the back here, it's a bit of plastic, black plastic trim, just to give it a nicer finished edge. It's obviously glued it in place at the moment and got it taped while the glue goes off. But that's your impression of what the flooring looks like through the van. Well, there you go. That's the flooring down. The last of the big jobs. I have made a couple of little errors in it, and if you're in the van, I'll show you. I wasn't going to put them on the video, but hands up, I made a couple of little errors with the flooring. But in general, I'm happy with it. So that's the last of the big jobs done. Now it's just the little finishing bits to complete in the van. Although I have been told your van's never finished by quite a few YouTubers. And I think they're right, because although I've only got a few jobs to do now, it's like I'm thinking, oh, hang on, would I be better doing something else with the back door? So I take the point on board. So until next time, bye for now.